Hello everyone, I hope everyone's doing okay. This is just going to be a quick video showing my OSCORP Tower modular building. It's 5 floors, comes with I think sort of like 10 minifigures. All of them are purest builds apart from Spider-Man and Iron Man. We've got a side build of the Rhino, which is a really cool mech suit that I'll show off in a sec. And lots of cool Easter eggs in it, and then we'll compare it to some of the modular buildings. I'd say it's probably about maybe like 85-95% done. There's just some things on these bottom 3 floors that need adding, but these top 2 I'm really happy with. And yeah, we'll take a good look around it and see how it compares. So we'll start off with one of my favourite things about the MOC, which is this Rhino mech. So obviously in The Amazing Spider-Man 2, the Rhino is more of a mech suit than a guy trapped in a Rhino suit. So I wanted to do that here, but sort of put my own sort of spin on it. It's loosely like based on the Rhino mech that came out in the set from like, I think it was 2015, 2016, the Sandman set. The body is sort of the same as that. It's just sort of heavily modified, but I like it enough to sort of say it's my own. He's got a 6-stud shooter on this arm that shoots them all off, and that's obviously attached with this little hose. I wanted to add this because I just thought it looked cool. This is just a sticker from I think a Ninjago set, but I thought it looked nice here and add some detail. I thought it works quite well. These are actually from the Ironmonger battle set, I think, that came out in 2021. Those add some nice like bullet holes to it, which I really like. It's got lots of sort of hidden weapons as well, because I like this to be like, if he's fighting Spider-Man and the suit blows up, Ulysses can just jump out and use these as his sort of final little defense. These things here just add detail, but I'd imagine they also shoot stuff as well, just to add a bit more firepower to the thing. And overall, yeah, it's fully posable, all on ball joints. It does pose like really quite nicely, and you can obviously fit a minifigure in there, which was something that I really wanted to do. You can open it fully up and take him out, and then that's sort of what it looks like. Again, there's like another hidden weapon there. I really like these almost look like missiles, which they kind of are, I guess. But here, I like how it forms a sort of cage, and I really like the side profile with that red eye there. And this looks a bit flat from sort of head on, but I really like the point, and obviously the horn there. I really quite like that. So yeah, and then obviously here we've got the Ulysses minifigure. The beanie unfortunately doesn't fit in the mech. It doesn't close down all the way, but I really like the face print that I used there. The torso, I can't even remember where the torso is from. I feel like it's just from like a city set. And then the legs are from one of the CMF series, the hiker. He has the backpack and everything like that, and the compass. Can't remember what series it is. But yeah, that's the Rhino. And yeah, I'm really happy with this. I really like it. I think it looks really cool. Just like the Daily Bugle that came with the Sandman sort of coming out of the ground. I really wanted to add something like that, which is why the Rhino's here. Another character I wanted to just show off real quick was the Vulture. So like I said at the start, all of these minifigures are purest builds. I'd say they're loosely based on certain incarnations of the characters, mostly from like Spider-Verse and the PS2, not PS2, PS5 and PS4 games, but mostly all of them are just sort of my own sort of creation, my own design of the character. So here's the Vulture, Adrian Toomes, using the roller skate pieces there to just add some details, as well as these 1x1s with the little bar that comes out, just because I feel like that makes it look like, it's all one piece. It makes it look like a hinge, I guess. And speaking of hinges, yeah, you can use the hinge plate, so you can get this really cool sort of, the feathers are sort of like tucked behind him, like the bird is just sort of sitting there, or the Vulture. And then you can open the wings back out like this. Nice little like tactical, it's just a Batman torso from the Robert Pattinson films. Black Widow arms, so just add some details. It's got some little blasters and some cargos, because why not. So yeah, I just wanted to show off the Vulture. I like the orange. I know he's traditionally more green in the comics, but like I said, this is just my version, and I wanted this to look like sort of you know, like he's made this just from like sort of scrap metal sort of thing. Yeah. So I think the way we'll do this is we'll start from the top and sort of just work our way down. Obviously, it is quite tall, so it does take away from a lot of my background and everything, but if you can try ignore that, that'd be amazing. Obviously, I know it's not the easiest thing to do, though. So over here, this is one of my favourite details. We have Miles Morales falling out of the, I don't know, what's that even called? Like from across the Spider-Verse, sort of the portal to the other dimension. I was going to add sort of a background, but I don't really know how to really do that and make it look sort of good. He's just on one of these superhero clear pieces. I don't know if you can see it. You see where his foot is. And it's just attached in here. This is a really easy build. It's just a load of them hinge plates that we used for Vulture's wings, just at this sort of hexagon sort of pattern, using the 1x2 tiles in trans orange to sort of give it that glow effect. I've seen it before as well, where people have used it just in plain orange. That looks really good as well. I wanted it to really glow, which is why the hinge plates are white. And yeah, he's just falling out because I wanted it to be like, oh, the portal's just opened, and out he comes. And then here we have Mysterio. Unfortunately, because of that armor piece, I couldn't use a cape, but I really like the head design with the green dome piece that was just in the Space CMF series, and that Nexo Knight's head underneath. It looks really, really nice. I really like that. It's actually based on the Fortnite Mysterio skin, because that has an edit style where he's got like a skull, so I took inspiration from that. Coming in on this side, we've got Iron Man, who is just the 2017 Invincible Iron Man suit, but it's got a custom jetpack sort of nanotech add-on to it. Just basic pieces used there. So these blue pieces that are on his sort of back attachment, they're actually snowflake pieces, but I really sort of think when you put them together, they look like a load of energy, like a load of like static electricity just shooting off. Obviously, because of the yellow figure, I didn't want to use yellow lightning bolts, so I choose blue ones, which I know sometimes can look like ice or water or whatever, but I think here it looks okay. And like I said, he's just hanging off the side there, hovering around, ready to shoot people and fry some people with his electricity. So coming into the ground floor, we have 3 minifigures here. We've got my custom Kraven the Hunter. I'm a big fan of this minifigure. I did post a picture of him on my Instagram story. Links down below. Yeah, really, really cool. I love the leg choice I used there with the claws and the dragon sort of hilt there for the sword. I just think that looks really cool. And I like how comic booky he looks with the, you know, the Wolverine Mighty Micro's head. I just think he looks like a comic book villain, and I think that looks really, really cool. Norman Osborn here with the Green Goblin helmet, as well as this like sort of scientific equipment that actually feeds into something that's going on this floor. And the doors obviously open, and that gets you to the main reception. It's a little bit dark in there, but the whole thing is modular, so we'll have a look. And then we have Mr. Negative over here again, just really using some Ninjago pieces. Looks like he's stolen some jewels there. He's got a bit of power coming off here. And then over here we have some pizza down the aisle, the alleyway, sorry, not the aisle, down the alleyway, and a backpack. I wonder who that is for. OSCORP sign here, just using these 1x1 round tiles with the prints on them, as well as Spider-Punk, who's just hanging out here. Again, fully purist custom build. The legs are from the Lego Batman movie Harley Quinn. Head is from the Mighty Micros, and I really like the use of Yondu's fin as his sort of mohawk, and the guitar as well. So going up the building, like I said, it's loosely based on the PS4 games, and the OSCORP Tower in the PS4 games does have a purple light to it. Originally I did use these, where this like sort of trans orange where the purple is, but I quite like the purple lights going up, so I kept that and just kept a bit of the orange down here just to give it a bit of a pop. And what's really cool about these lightsaber bars going up the side of the building is you can hang and pose minifigures from it, which obviously allows for much more of a display. It just literally is on with 2 studs just there. And this was fairly easy. It just uses a lot of the sort of macaroni tile pieces, a lot of 1x1s, a lot of curves to just really get the shaping correct. So coming in from the top, we have this spire here, just with some antennas on it. Just popped a bit of transparent green on there to make it pop a bit more. This sort of point here, again, just had these pieces laying around, but I really wanted it to come to like a point. So that's why they're there. And I think they add a bit of detail, especially when it's viewed from the side. I really like that. And here we have Spider-Man India from Across the Spider-Verse. And this one is Spider Mandalorian. Or Spider Mando, again, just a purist custom. I just thought the pun was funny. Spider Mando, so yeah, he's there, and of course he's got white blasters to represent his webbing, and a little jetpack because he doesn't swing from webs, he just flies on his jetpack. It's a bit dusty up here because I've literally just had it on display, but you can see a lot of sort of greebling sort of details, a lot of vents, a lot of fans, power generators, you know, bars, all this sort of boring stuff, but it adds a lot of detail to the place, which I really like. And then this is the top floor, which is Norman Osborn's office and sort of penthouse. So he's got a balcony with an opening door, again, just some little storage containers there. Sorry, again, it's a bit dusty. We also have some flowers growing on the side, as well as, like I said, just some little more details like that go a long way. Just like, you know, like tubing and stuff like that. And then, like I said, yeah, he's got the view out over the city here, and we'll take a look inside now. So taking the top floor off allows us to come into Norman Osborn's office. So as you can see, it's a bit of a tight squeeze, but I tried to add as much details as I sort of can. He's got these bookshelves, which I've just broke that one. But you know, he's got an infinity stone on there. He's got some Green Goblin skull thing. He's got a map on this one, another gem, and a little bit of rock. I don't know, it's gold, so it looks cool. And then here he's got from, I think this is from the Daily Bugle from 2013, just this post-it note board with all these pictures of Spider-Man on it, and you know, some little 1x1s representing post-it notes, as well as this Spider-Man little tracker from the Bridge Battle set back in 2016. I just think that adds a lot of detail to it and makes it really look like he hates Spider-Man. So yeah, he can just stand in here. There is 2 studs in there, just try and get them in, sorry. So yeah, he could just stand in there and look out over the city, which I think is really nice. I really wanted it to be like, you can imagine him stood there and just looking out into the city. This floor is one of my favorite floors besides the next floor we're about to see. And this has just got a lot of Easter eggs in it. So walking in over here, there would be an elevator. I forgot to design an elevator for it. There is some stuff on this set that, like I said at the start, I would like to go around and redesign. Not set, mock, sorry. That I would like to redesign. And this is one where it's just like, you know, I want there to be an elevator so it shows who can go from what floor. But in here, it's a bit of a tight squeeze, but I'll show you what these are in a second. You know, you'd walk onto this floor, you've got a computer there, another computer there, which behind it has got the Green Goblin formula. We've got the Tesseract over here, again, just a couple studs to place people. We've got a camera watching, and that is because of what is behind these glass panels. So I'll flip it around and show you. So behind there, we can see 3 little glass displays. This window comes out quite easily. We can see we have Dr. Octopus's arms on display there. Scorpion's tail. I really like this build for Scorpion's tail, using that Ninjago sort of hook piece. I think that looks really cool. I'm quite happy about that. It's one of my favorite things in the set, and one of Kraven the Hunter's swords. I'm not going to put that in there because it'd be a bit fidgety. But yeah, just as a reference to like the Amazing Spider-Man 2. Also at the back, you can see there's another doorway here where we can just go out to another floor. It's just got some boxes, some secret formula in there, I guess, and a little OSCORP logo just there, which I think looks quite cool. But this right here is my favorite floor in the build. So it is the Green Goblin lab, and I'll do my best to show you what's in here because it is a little bit hard to sort of get in there. As you can see, full of little references. Obviously, we'll start off with the 2 sort of mannequins here. We have the No Way Home sort of Green Goblin outfit here. I really wanted it to be sort of like a Batcave sort of thing, or like the Iron Man armor sort of thing. Speaking of Iron Man, I'm just going to take him off here. We have another Green Goblin costume here, again with a clear head, just so you can see, you know, that it is a mannequin. And then in here we have this little radioactive spider, transparent green or neon green spider in there. Really cool stuff. We have another vial of Green Goblin formula. We then have the pumpkin bombs on this little rack. Oh, just about broke everything. So you got some Green Goblin formula on there in little containers. You've got some pumpkin bombs on that shelf, and then a big pumpkin bomb or a big Green Goblin formula bottle up there. And then this is my favorite thing in the entire MOC. So you come around to this side. Sorry, you come around to this side and you have this sort of container that spins. You've got a computer on it as well, just to the right of it, and you spin it around to the green. And I don't know if you can see in there. So here you can see Harry Osborn trapped in there with the Venom symbiote. Absolutely love this. This is one of my favorite things on the MOC that I made. I just think it adds so much life. He's trapped in there. You can see the Venom heads and the little tendrils and tentacles floating up. Really, really love it. So removing the Norman Osborn lab, we can see the next two floors. Now this is where I would say that the MOC is only sort of about 95% complete, as I still want to add a table in here. I want this to be the sort of scene from Spider-Man 1, where Norman Osborn sort of stands there and says, you know how much I've sacrificed, all that sort of stuff. This is what this room will be. I just need to get a table built and some chairs put in there, but once that's done, that'll be done. Like I said, this floor and the previous floor, just some little TLC bits that need doing, but overall, I'd say we're at about 95% completion on the whole MOC. So let's go ahead, put it back together and show you what it looks like next to the Daily Bugle, Avengers Tower, Sanctum. So here it is next to the Daily Bugle, and the Daily Bugle is taller by quite a bit, but I didn't realise while building this that it was actually smaller than the Daily Bugle. I thought that when I was building this, they were the same height. It wasn't until I actually put them next to each other that I realised, oh my god, that it kind of looks a bit silly next to it. But I think they just look really good next to each other, and you know, it now looks like a Marvel sort of city. And then here we have it with the 2022 Sanctum Sanctorum, the 2023 absolutely massive Avengers Tower, and the 2021 Daily Bugle. Obviously the X Mansion has literally just came out, but even if I wanted to, I couldn't put it on this desk because there is just no room. Yes, I can't wait to get the X Mansion next to the Sanctum, and just, or actually next to the Daily Bugle, and have it like 2 comic book inspired sets and then 2 MCU sets. I'm hoping LEGO will make a Baxter building, but man, do I love this. I am such a Marvel nerd. I'm such a Marvel fan. So having this little LEGO sort of city, Avengers Tower, you know, the Sanctum, all these buildings, there's so many more that I can create. Like Fisk Tower is one that I've been wanting to do. The Baxter building was one that I designed in Bricklink Studio, but I actually sort of scrapped it because I thought that they're going to release, that will be the next modular, I think will be the Baxter building, which will hopefully be sort of, again, the size of the Daily Bugle. And I'd love that. A Fisk Tower would be one that I don't think they'd ever make, so maybe that could be the next one. Or even just like some apartment buildings. There's so many locations that can be done. Hopefully you've enjoyed this little video. I know I've been a bit yappy in some parts, but like I said, I'm still really proud of this, and I just wanted to show it off, and just show you that I made it, and just wanted to, yeah, get your guys' thoughts and opinions on it below. I'll catch you guys in the next video. Take care. Thank you. Bye.